I believe knowledge is power. Once you have the knowledge, you can avoid certain things. I was raised by different caregivers due to the fact that I lost my mom to HIV. She died when I was 7. After her death, it was difficult. My father was not ready to talk or anything. And when I was in Form 3 in secondary school, I became too pale and I had difficulties in breathing. So I was rushed to the hospital and automatically I was admitted. After 2 weeks, a counselor called me and he was like, "This is who you are, you're HIV positive." It was devastating. In fact, I felt like the world was finishing because the notion I had about HIV was so terrible that I told myself that if I discover one day I'm HIV positive, that's just death for me. Being at school was not easy. A lot of people were pointing fingers, a lot of people were shifting. And by then, I wasn't ready for anyone to know anything. So I found myself always being depressed and crying and not wanting to socialize with anybody. Staying with my father or my aunt wasn't different because nobody helped. Nobody cared if you had taken your drugs. Nobody cared if you had gone to the hospital. And nobody cared even what you were eating. So it was all about me and me alone. So the only place I found peace was in the hospital. Because when I go to the hospital, there are children like me taking drugs. They showed a little bit of love. And they walked me through to where I'm here now like this. I can say there were 5 people in my life just of recent that we were communicating perfectly well. But once they knew who I was shocked. I did not even believe that they could just walk away that way. And at this point, I cannot get a genuine person that really, really just likes me for who I am. I work with people of my age group, and I really see that they fight their own stigma. And I use myself as an example. I use my videos as an example, and they always write me, "Hey, Cinthia, I love your confidence. I pray to God one day I'll be like you." And I'm like, "Hey, you can be like me. It's just a decision. But don't rush because it's a hard pill to swallow." Presently in Cameroon, there's minimal knowledge about HIV in schools, and it's keep on increasing the stigma and discrimination out there. And if you teach young children on HIV, I think before they're going to the secondary school, they know a lot about HIV. And also, parents should be educated because they lack a lot of knowledge and they don't just want to know. They're not ready. It's high time they should start looking into side effects of drugs of people living with HIV because we are already being stigmatized by being HIV positive. I cannot also be stigmatized with my skin, with the way my skin looks. Your skin becomes your own prison. It's high time we speak up. It's high time we communicate. It's high time we feel free to talk about ourselves. And it's also high time for the high authorities to speak up about their HIV status. Even if I want to influence a community, it will not be as large as if a minister stands up and says, "Hey, I'm HIV positive and I'm living with it and I'm good." By doing so, it's really going to reduce the stigma. First of all, if I was a politician, or let's just say if I was the president of Cameroon, I will launch the subject HIV and AIDS at the ENS level where teachers will be trained and sent to various schools. And people that will mostly be trained will be nurses, those that have zeal for what they're doing. Nothing good comes easy, so we keep striving. My dreams, my goals, and everything gives me the strength to keep on going because I know I am coming from a nowhere, but I'm going somewhere. I know there's a better tomorrow and there are greater things ahead waiting for me.